Hello friends, and welcome to your pick a card reading as to whether your ex misses you or not. I have 3 piles in front of me. We have number 1, 2 and 3. Please take a moment to just pause and sit quietly and visualize which number comes to your head. And we'll get started with your reading. Please also know I do offer private readings, so if you're interested, I will leave my email address in the description box down below. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your pick a card reading. Let's see what cards we have in store for you as to whether your ex misses you or not. So we have the Empress card, we have the King of Wands, we have the Moon, and we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so right now what I feel like with this pile is that this breakup has happened fairly recently. It's quite fresh. The wounds are quite open and new. It's not something that's happened months or years ago, I feel like. So with this moon energy, I feel like there is a lot of emotion that's taking place at the moment. Maybe people are acting out and speaking out and saying things that they wouldn't necessarily say in person. So this might be some communication over text message, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. I just feel like it's a little bit of a nasty energy and vibe going on at the moment. And if you were to cross them right now, they wouldn't be approachable. They would be quite cold. I feel still a lot of raw emotions, a bit of anger, frustration. Someone crossed someone in the wrong way. So someone stepped over the line in this relationship. In order for it to break up, someone has crossed a boundary. Now, I'm not too sure yet if that is to do with a third-party situation or just values crossed in some way, but I feel like for this pile, there is some missing for their ex at the moment. But right now, because the breakup is so fresh, they're in this restful period here with the Four of Swords. They're just contemplating, thinking about what happened, thinking whether their actions or your actions, whoever did the wrong, they're just recounting this moment over and over again in their head. Now, they still see you as this beautiful person, whether they're letting you know that or not. Obviously, everyone's still upset at the moment. It's quite raw, but they still see you in this light of this beautiful person, whether you're male or female. They see you in this gorgeous energy, someone who's high up in the world, someone who needs a lot of respect, someone who holds their head high, someone who's a hard worker, someone who is beautiful inside and out. You have this gorgeous energy, and they're still looking out towards you. They're still thinking about you every day because this is so fresh. It's not something that they've put in the back of their mind at all. They're still thinking about you. They're wondering how you're going, and they have contemplated reaching out to you. I can see in my head, and my angels are showing me, they've gone to type out that message to you, and then they've erased it because they got scared. They thought, no, I need time. With this Four of Swords energy, they need more time. So right now what I'm feeling from them is they're distancing themselves and giving themselves space from you, whether this be a couple of days at the moment or a couple of weeks have gone by already. They just are in this restful period, but the emotions are just a bit too raw to do anything and to act on it. So my advice for you, pile number 1, is to wait it out if you're wanting to reconnect with this person. I will get one card for you and just see the possibility of the outcome if they do reach out or if you reach out. Let's see. Pile number 1 in your messages for the outcome of reconnecting. Okay, I feel like it's actually this card. Okay. So this is the Four of Cups energy. See, we've just confirmed what I was talking about before. They're in this waiting, restful period at the moment. They've got their arms closed off. They're quite closed off for connecting at the moment. So even if you were to come forward with a message right now, I feel like it would be too raw for them and they wouldn't respond in a nice way. So what I would do, I'm actually hearing from my angels 1 to 2 months. Doesn't matter what time you see this video. 1 to 2 months from the time you watch this. Okay, so it doesn't matter how fresh the breakup was a couple of weeks ago, just give it a couple of months. Okay, and then this person may be a little bit more open to receiving your message or even reaching out to you. But right now they're quite closed off. Okay, pile number 1, I hope that was helpful for you. I wish you all the best. Okay, pile number 2, welcome to your pick a card reading. Let's see how your ex is feeling and if they miss you. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords. We have the Star card. We have the 8 of Cups. And we have the Page of Swords. Okay. So right now, what I'm feeling about how they miss you, there is a lot of emotion from them at the moment. But this pile, I feel like this person who you've broken up with, or they've broken up with you, it was quite some time ago. It wasn't just yesterday or last week. I'm feeling like this group is perhaps a couple of months for some of you, because this group has actually more of a, they feel more conclusive about it. They feel like they've had closure about the breakup. Now, they are tempted to get back with you. I also have to get that message out to you as well, because I visualize them now. I do read the cards, but I mainly channel most of my readings. And right now what I'm getting from my guardian angel is they have replayed getting back with you, but there has been some issues in the past which they're scared to return back to you for. So I'm not too sure if someone has cheated or if you actually walked away, pile number 2, but they are really afraid to reapproach you because of these issues. Now, for some of you, it actually may be to do with, a third party situation, or it could be to do with family. Maybe someone wasn't accepting. There is some issue of acceptance here. But with the Page of Swords over here, I do see that this person was quite young at heart. So maybe they're a little bit naive. They have some work to do. They need to grow and develop themselves just a little bit further. And I see if they do come back to you, which is a high possibility, I do not see them not reapproaching you in the future. I just feel like at the moment, they are quite closed off to approaching you right now, but they do miss you. But they also have stopped caring so much about you because of the issues that there has been in the relationship. So with the Star card, you can see that either yourself or your ex, that someone was putting a lot of energy into the relationship and the other person wasn't. And whether you felt this great imbalance or not, there was an imbalance in the relationship, hence why maybe that was the breakup reason. But with this Cups energy over here, there is walking away. There was some closure. Maybe they felt that, what needed to be said has been said. They don't need to come back and approach you about it. But it doesn't mean they hate you. I don't have this hateful energy. In fact, I just feel this sadness that it didn't work out. Now, they miss you in the way of your caring energy. They miss you. If they have dated other people, pile number 2, they haven't come close to you. They've tried to fill this void and it's not the same. Okay? I feel like they've tried to look tough and get over you and move on fast. But in fact, it's just a rebound. If they are with someone else, pile number 2, it's not long term. And they're still trying to develop themselves and work on themselves if they are to come back to you. So I do feel a bit of missing going on there, but I don't see them approaching you anytime soon. I feel like for them to reconnect with you, pile number 2, don't get me wrong, they are looking at your Facebook somehow. I get that message very clearly, just came through then. If they've blocked you or you've blocked them, they're actually looking through a friend. So if you don't want them looking through a friend, I suggest you removing all their friends on your social media accounts. But they are stalking you in some way through social media and checking what you're up to and seeing how you're progressing as well. So keep your social media page really healthy, really light, to show that you're doing well, as well from the breakup. And that might actually make them a little bit jealous and want them to come back. So just seeing you do so well with your healing. Be the better person. That's the message that I need to get through to you, pile number 2. Be the better person. Don't post things on social media. Don't come out, attacking their friends or whatever it may be. Just be the bigger person and look like you're doing really well and really healthy, and that will actually attract them to look at your page more and want to reconnect with you if that's what you want, okay? If you don't want them to reconnect with you, you need to block all their friends or family on your social media account. But I do see them missing you. They just are in this phase of reflection. All right, pile number 2, I hope that helped you, that message, and I wish you all the best. Okay, pile number 3, welcome to your pick a card reading. Let's see if your ex is missing you or not. We have the Emperor card. We have the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Five of Swords. Okay. So the energy I get right now is that your ex has some clarity on the situation. With this Ace of Wands energy, they're very certain in how they feel. Now, this is a general reading, so you'll need to apply this to your situation, but they are certain about how things ended. They feel like it was a storm and a rough situation they were walking away from, or you were walking away from. It was a bit of a turbulent breakup. That's the message I'm getting right now. It wasn't just I understand, let's go our separate ways, we need to date other people. I see some hectic energy here and some fighting. Maybe some nasty things were said and people regret it now. This is the message I need to get out to you, pile number 3, is there's regret. Okay, there is regret for how things were handled. He or she is clear now in what happened in the leading up to that breakup. They're clear about, yes, we needed to break up. I understand that now. Maybe at the time it was really rough to break up, but they're clear in that now. With the Emperor energy, pile number 3, I'm actually getting family being a bit of issue with this pile. Especially a mum or a dad figure, whether it's on your side or their side, there was some intervening. And I feel like they're actually intervening now, even if your ex wants to reach out and talk to you, and they have crossed that in their mind, definitely. They've got a parent or a guardian, someone who's older than them, who is just telling them no. And I almost feel like, I don't know, this won't apply to all of you, but there's some financial loss here for your person during this breakup time. And we have, adults saying, don't go back to that person. You need to rebuild yourself. You'll find someone better. So there is a parent who is intervening here for sure. With this King of Cups energy, he or she definitely misses you. I do get that. There's a lot of reflection going on, and I can see that their heart is quite empty without you, and they're trying to fill this void with other things. Maybe they're going out and buying lots of games, maybe they're hanging out with their friends, going to parties, they're just doing things to fill this void, but it's not filling it, and they feel quite incomplete without you. Let me just see what the outcome would be if they were to approach you. Sorry, that's just my cat in the background. Let me see what the outcome would be if they were to approach you. There we go. Oh, we have the World card. Okay. So whether they miss you, pile number 3, they do feel like a full chapter has closed and they're wanting to move on. However, they see you as this beautiful person that they're really tempted to reconnect with. However, they feel like family has got in the way. There's someone, either it's family who's in their ear, or there is someone who wanted to be with that person who's in their ear, stopping them from coming back to you. But they do feel like a cycle has closed. We needed to move on from this relationship. They do miss you, but there is regret hanging around this. That's the main message for pile number 3. There's regret, whether how they treated you, and they knew they could have acted better during the breakup, and they're sorry for that, but they are finding it hard to say that to you because their own ego is getting in the way. But even if you were to get back with this person, pile number 3, you have some family or friends around them who are in their ear to work through. So someone's planting bad words about you, which I think wouldn't be the healthiest thing if you were to go back to this person, because there's someone who's lying. But, you know, things can happen and people can reconnect. I feel like if you were to reconnect with this person right now, they wouldn't be cold and be like, nah, I'm not talking to you. They would respond to you, but maybe their message to you initially would be, look, hey, we break up for a reason, chapter's closed, I've moved on. There may be another woman in the scene or man in the scene now, which might upset you, if you do reconnect with this person. However, there is a chance, if you wanted to reconnect, and this would be if your ex actually lost interest with that person that we're seeing. So whether you want to stalk them and hang around and see if they're dating anyone at the moment, but they do feel like at the moment the chapter's closed. However, there is option for reopening that again if you want to. All right, pile number 3, I hope that gave you some clarity. Please note down below, I do offer private readings. So if you'd like a private reading, I'll leave my email address in the link below. Take care. Bye now.